Greetings, welcome to my humble kitchen. It's Tameka here, and I just wanted to share with you a really quick recipe. You know me, I'm always in and out the kitchen. I do spend time in my kitchen, but not today. Okay, so I started cutting up my zucchini. We'll get back to that in just a moment. Go ahead and set your oven on preheat for 400 degrees. That's what we're going to be baking these on today. So 400 degrees, go ahead and do that and come back. I'll give you a second. Once you've done that, make sure you grab your ingredients. We're going to need some oregano. Any brand will do. And I have pink Himalayan sea salt. Any salt will do, but this is the best for us. The recipe calls for cayenne pepper, but if you've been following me on Facebook, you know that I love berbera. So we're going to be using berbera instead of cayenne pepper. And we also need spelt flour. Well, I guess you could choose any flour, but spelt flour is more healthy for us, more healthy for me, more healthy for you. Grab a bowl to put this flour and the spices in. And you're also going to need to have a cookie sheet or something to bake in set to the side to actually put the fries in and place them in the oven. So I cut them into threes. So this was a whole zucchini here. I cut off the edges, right? Cut off the little knobs, cut off the knob, and then I cut it into three. After I cut it into three, for this one it was super sized. It was super big. I had to cut it into four. So I took the knife right down the middle, and then through the side. So I ended up with four. And I don't know, these still look kind of big, y'all. But once you do that, then we go ahead and take a spoon and take out the seeds. We want to de-seed our zucchini. And now that I'm de-seeding it, I see that I actually do want these to be a little smaller. So I go ahead, take my knife, and make it smaller. So there, so that's going to be the size of the fries. So I'll place that to the side there and keep on going. So this isn't all that exciting, but it is necessary for us to have the good fries that we want. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this up, and I'll come back. So you can pause the video now and go ahead and work on your own zucchini. And I'll see you on the other side. Time to season the fries. Now honestly, I'm an eyeballer. It doesn't always give me the desired results, but I am an eyeballer. But the recipe does call for 1 teaspoon of salt. So we'll go ahead and get 1 teaspoon of salt. I am not a fan of salt. Salt's not a fan of me. So I'm not going to fill up the teaspoon all the way. Just almost all the way. Get that on there. Because the zucchini picks up the flavor pretty good. So you don't have to add a lot. Then oregano. Oregano is great for inflammation and digestion. So there we go. Keep forgetting to turn the light on. All of the lights. Alright, so then we got the oregano in there. And then we'll do 1 teaspoon of berbera. Berbera is an Ethiopian spice. You can find it at any Ethiopian supermarket or even restaurant. They sell it in the restaurants too. Okay. And we're going to add some oil. You can have grapeseed oil. My favorite right now is avocado oil. I'll do 1 teaspoon of avocado oil. I'm going to do a little bit more. Because remember, I'm an eyeballer. So we'll do that. And now we mix it up, mix it up. I'm gonna use a spoon because I don't know what happened. I don't know when it happened and I don't know what happened, but I have a little cut on my middle finger. And I can't really see the cut, but I can feel it. Like when I touch some certain things and touch it a certain way, like it feels like I'm peeling the skin back. And I put a Band-Aid on it, but the Band-Aid isn't sticking. I wouldn't want to put a Band-Aid in my food anyway, so this is why I'm using a spoon. So if you don't, usually what I do is I take my hand and I go in there and kind of, you know. So if you're a person that doesn't like to use your hands to get all in there, you could definitely use a spoon. You just want to make sure that you get the zucchini nicely and evenly coated as best you can. Just do your best. That looks pretty evenly coated to me. I cannot wait to see what these berbera fries taste like. Because like I said, the recipe calls for cayenne pepper. But I'm using berbera. So I'm looking forward. This is my first time using berbera. I do usually use cayenne pepper. So I'm looking forward to see what this tastes like. Okay, so we'll let that sit to the side, allow the flavors to marinate. But as you can see, nicely coated. And we'll set that to the side. Here we need 1 cup of spelt flour. I may need a little bit more, but I'm going to start with 1 cup. Again, it doesn't have to be spelt flour, but spelt flour is the best if you want to keep it healthy. And then once we get the spelt flour nicely measured or eyeballed, whatever you choose, go ahead and let that go. I'm gonna add a little bit more. Just because these zucchini is so much. Alright, so we're done with the spelt flour. And to the spelt flour, we're going to add, same thing, teaspoon of oregano, a little bit of sea salt, and some berbera. So I got my oregano, add a little bit more. Get that out there. What did I put in here to make the spoon sticky? I don't even remember. I'm hungry. When I'm hungry, my brain is like, remember what? All I know is I'm hungry. Alright, we'll get the salt. I'm not going to do quite a teaspoon. Again, I'm not a big fan of salt. Salt is not a big fan of me. But it does give it some nice flavor, so I'm going to add some. That was a little bit more than a half a teaspoon of salt. And I'm just mixing it in. I'm going to go ahead and add the berbera. That I'm going to have to shake in because I got stuff on my spoon. Alright, so berbera, mix it in. Or if you're using cayenne pepper. Ooh, don't want to waste that. I put berbera on everything. Everything. Okay. Well, not everything. But I put it on a lot of things. Alright, so that's that. Berbera is all mixed in. I think I want to add just a little bit more oregano. That's just how I'm feeling. I can't really see it. I can see some of it, but I want to see more. I want to see more of you, oregano. More of you. So I'm just going to add a little bit more. A couple shakes. Like so. This gives it, you know, an herbsy. Yeah. crunchy fries. Okay, great. So that's done. Now, we're going to dip the fries in here, shake them up, and put them in the baking pan. Get them in the oven. All right. So, I don't know, we'll do two fries at a time. Shake it up. Good, there you go. After you shake it up, nicely coated, go ahead and place it onto your baking sheet, baking pan, whatever the case may be. And you can go ahead and place them really close to each other. You can leave just a little tiny room for them to breathe. We don't want them touching, but like they're just about to touch will be good. I'm gonna go ahead and put 3 in here. I'm feeling good about this. Shake it up. Turn around. It's not turning on its own. Shake it up. Good. That looks good to me. So I'm going to place these also on the sheet. Okay, so here again we've come to a part of the recipe that's not all that exciting, but it does have to be done and it is repetitive. So I'm going to go ahead and do it. You do you. We'll come back. I'm going to put these in the oven for 30 minutes. So once you get them onto your baking sheet, I'll come back and show you how to drizzle it with oil. If you have an oil sprayer, A+. I don't have an oil sprayer. But anyway, we'll be back. So go ahead, coat your fries, put them in the pan, and then stop there. I'll see you on the other side. All right? Hey there, we're back. How did it go? Got a little messy? Don't worry about that. All right, so zucchini, I ran out of space, so I had to pull in my backup. But they are all coated with the spelt flour that was seasoned. And now we're just going to drizzle some oil. Or if you have an oil sprayer, it's time to break out your oil sprayer. I don't have an oil sprayer, so I'm going to drizzle as best I can. All right. So I'm just going to like kind of, yeah, try to get oil on the fries some kind of way. I'm going to drizzle a little bit more. I'll get an oil sprayer one day, y'all. I will, I promise. All right, I think that's good. And then I'll put some oil on this one. That one got a little bit more, so I'm just going to come back over here. Get these big fries. And that's it. We're going to put these in the oven for 30 minutes. Remember, your oven was preheated on 400. Hold on.